Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP, and the big settlement didn't happen yesterday. So Stuart Alderati says Ripple will file its response to the SEC's request for penalties by April 22nd, and the SEC has until May 6th to reply. So it looks like this case is going to go into May. Let's see what happens. World Economic Forum and Ripple wholesale CBDC. Is it beyond question that Ripple will be a contributor to the World Economic Forum Insight Report April 2024 on the topic modernizing financial markets with a wholesale CBDC? Most likely, Ripple will definitely be part of this because Brad sits on the board at the World Economic Forum, and they're still pushing full steam ahead with CBDCs. The cyber attack rabbit hole goes so deep and should not be ignored. Straight from the World Economic Forum, it's about viruses that can not only block our way of living, but can control it and deviate it. The era of the cyber pandemic is now, and everybody's waiting for that massive cyber attack to happen as they usher in the new financial system. Me personally, I think it's going to be a gradual rollout. We're going to see the current financial system and the new financial system run parallel. You're just going to have incentives to use CBDC instead of fiat, but that's just my opinion. Seamless business-to-business payments are crucial in today's digital economy, while outdated infrastructure hinders efficiency and transparency. Learn how blockchain and AI solutions are transforming the landscape, offering speed, security, and cost savings. Now, we also know that Ripple is pushing towards AI as well. Investing in XRP is like investing in everything all at once. I say that about other cryptocurrencies as well. Think about it. You're investing in cross-border payments and the new financial system. You're also investing in carbon credits. You're investing in custody. You're investing in micropayments. You're investing in tokenization and AI as well. Because, you know, as we push into the new financial system, AI is going to be a very big part of that. Micropayments will be a payment industry trend by 2025. Now, earlier I made a video where I talked about us getting to $100 XRP by 2025 because I look at the timeline and you see 2025 CBDC. You see in-car payments, micropayments, variable direct debit. Then you see biometric payments, ISO adoption happening this year as well. But that's why I said I see 2025 being an even bigger year than 2024. But I would not wait to get invested. I think this year is the year of 2 digits. Next year could possibly bring 3 digits for XRP. Locked XRP and XRP Ledger AMM pulls surpassed 2,100,000 as XRP supply shock looms. So now we know there's a lot of XRP getting locked up inside of the AMM. Like I said, as it gets locked up, it will drive more demand for XRP, which will drive the price higher over time. Race to T1, timeline of the implementation of compressed global settlement cycles. USA and Mexico, T+2 to T+1, May 28, 2024. What they're talking about is going from 2 days down to 1 day. Keep an eye on May 28th. Everyone's sourced to be migrating to T1 settlement time, including Robinhood. So settlement will happen in 1 day instead of 2 days. That's what that means. The next push will be to T+0, meaning real-time payments. Everybody's pushing in that direction right now. Ripple CTO Joel Katz, David Schwartz, says he's not a billionaire and he holds 1 million to 10 million XRP. So David says, I am not a billionaire, at least not yet. I still have to captain my own yacht, and my mansion is servant free. But, you know, David Schwartz is probably just like the rest of us, waiting for the price of XRP to skyrocket, especially if he holds 1 to 10 million XRP. That most likely will push him into billionaire status very soon. Ripple representative says people tend to overestimate the short term and underestimate the long term. You won't be able to find this video from a few months ago, so take a listen. This comes from Cyprus.
I would say, you know, the recognition is no longer niche. The liquidity is still niche. And, you know, there's a couple of outlined reasons for that: regulatory, compatibility, user protection in general, usability. Some of these, like DeFi protocol, they're quite clunky. And some of these blockchain networks are also fragmented, right? Like there's a lot of interoperability being built, and I believe, you know, there will be more interoperability possible through the open sourceness, programmability of these protocols as opposed to TradFi. And so that's definitely, you know, we're at the very early innings, so to speak. So I would say, like, we're seeing growth. If you look at the stablecoin as a financial instrument, for example, 3 years ago, the total market cap was around 5 billion. Now it's like 150 billion. And people tend to overestimate these kind of dynamics, maybe, you know, in the short term, but then underestimate it in the long term, which is, you know, an insight for somebody way smarter than me.
What's going on right now is we're still in the hype cycle. Everybody's still hyping XRP. Everybody's still hyping Bitcoin. Once regulations come, that's going to change everything. All of a sudden, the hype will be gone. We're only going to be left with a handful of cryptocurrencies. And as long as you stay hyped up about the long-term goals of Ripple and the long-term goals of the XRP price, you will be better off. But everybody right now is thinking short-term gains. Everybody wants to get rich today, but they could become so much wealthier if they look at the long term. And that's what I think is really going on. It's going to start with regulations. Tokenization is going to pick up. Cross-border payments will pick up over time. Micropayments are going to play a very big factor as well. Everything long-term, I'm talking within the next year or two, maybe even 3 years out, XRP is going to achieve numbers that most people could only dream of. The problem is so many people are going to be regretting selling all their XRP by then. Ripple CTO shares unexpected Satoshi Nakamoto statement. So this is complete nonsense, says Joel Katz, David Schwartz. Craig had strong incentive to prove he was Satoshi and failed to do so. Many others have had no such incentive. I'm more likely to be Satoshi than Craig is. Now we know David Schwartz is most likely Satoshi. We know he worked on Bitcoin in the past. And New Zealand Central Bank releases its statement on digital currencies on the same day it authorized Ripple payments. We are calling this digital cash. It would be a new type of money, in addition to the banknotes and coins we have today, and the electronic money in your bank account. Director of Money and Cash, Wolford says, digital cash would ensure that central bank money is available to all New Zealanders and be able to be used digitally. It would also help enable a money and payment system that is innovative, competitive, and contributes to the development of New Zealand's digital economy. Like I said, the rest of the world is pushing into the digital age. Digital money is going to be in every single country, and people think that for some reason the US is not going to have a digital dollar. They're working on the digital dollar in the background right now. Why would they even work on it if they didn't plan on releasing it? And I say that all the time, and people think like it's just not going to happen for some reason. It doesn't make sense. Allow me to explain one mechanism into how Ripple's technology will be utilized within Canada. Payments Canada had selected Interac as the exchange solution for Canada's real-time rails. The clearing and settlement solution requires Mastercard's VocalLink. In 2019, Payments Canada had selected Mastercard's VocalLink as the clearing and settlement solution. Mastercard has been partnered with Ripple for quite some time now. Mastercard has launched a new CBDC partner program that includes Ripple, along with several other blockchain and payment technology providers, to collaborate on CBDC innovation and implementation. And we see every single country, Ripple has rails there all throughout the world, and people still think that XRP is going to stay cheap forever. Again, that doesn't make sense either. XRP has to be at a much higher value to move money all around the world. We choose to build on the XRP ledger, not only to leverage cheaper and faster payments, but also for its minimal environmental impact. Unlike Bitcoin's proof of work, which consumes an immense 127 TWh annually, akin to entire countries like Norway, the XRP ledger's efficiency consensus protocol uses only a fraction of that energy. This comes from Monerex, Green Finance. Remember, I said they're going to be talking about green cryptocurrencies. They're going to be the handful of cryptocurrencies that are left once regulations come. Everything is already pushing towards Bitcoin. It's still going to be with us, but it's not going to be hitting the high prices anymore. And I stress that all the time, but people think you're crazy when you say it. Tether just minted another 1 billion Tether. And you know, how long do people think this is going to continue? Tether is going out. Mika is going to crush Tether. No more propping up Bitcoin. The Lightning Network hasn't succeeded as a mainline scaling solution for Bitcoin. Take a listen to this.
As of today, there's only about $300 million worth of capital in Lightning. It's processing around $1 to $2 billion worth of transactions a year. That's very small relative to stablecoins. It's 10,000 times less. So Lightning hasn't succeeded as a mainline scaling solution for Bitcoin. It was the thrust of development for the last 6 or 7 years, but it hasn't succeeded in line with the expectations of the most of the Bitcoiners that were around back then, certainly including myself. So it's okay to acknowledge that it hasn't been as successful as other scaling solutions. That's fine. The question is, what do we do from here? Do we double down on Lightning for another 7 years, or do we explore other scaling solutions? I'm certainly in the latter camp.
I think Bitcoin is going to end up running on the XRP ledger. And you know, here's the other thing. Like he said, the Lightning Network hasn't succeeded as a mainline scaling solution. But the Bitcoin maxis want you to believe that Lightning is game-changing. And I always said the Lightning Network looks like a Trojan horse. It's tied to the World Economic Forum as well. And, you know, I know a lot of retail investors invest in Bitcoin because that's all they see on the mainstream media news. Then they come over to X, and every single Bitcoin maxi is trying to get them to invest in Bitcoin. But I don't see a future in it. I think it's running on hype right now, and the hype is going to end as we see utility start to drive the path forward. When you're invested in something like XRP, you're invested in the technology of the future. You're invested in what's going to move the world's money in the future. A new financial system is coming. And I try to remind people of that all the time. And to get invested in this new financial system, all you got to do is buy utility-driven cryptocurrencies that are ISO compliant, sit back and wait to get rich. It's literally that easy. And our time is definitely coming as everything's pushing ahead, and it's pushing ahead very fast. It's hard to see XRP hitting high numbers. And that's what keeps people investing in Bitcoin. You know, I seen somebody today already saying, once Bitcoin reaches $250,000 in this next run-up, the sky is the limit from there. it's not going to reach 250K. You're lucky if it breaks above $100,000. Inflation is going to play a factor in this cycle, and you could see it already. I know, because I talked to a lot of people outside of crypto about investing in crypto, and inflation is a big factor keeping a lot of people from even getting invested in the first place. But you know, until it all happens, you got to stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. The reason I touched a little bit on Bitcoin in this video is because I see people in the comments section every single day. Why would I invest in XRP when Bitcoin is such a much better option? Bitcoin is only a good option in this run. I think this is the last major run for Bitcoin, but that's just my honest opinion. I'll see you in the next one. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. Have a great night.